Whether we're online or offline, mission and ministry is always about people. We always operate in the context of relationship and community. On social media, we're not just one more marketing agency or business plugging a product. We're not just there to broadcast who we are, what we do, and why we're worth your attention. That won't cut it. In the digital space, we should be going deeper than that and holding space for people to connect with one another and with God. If we are to communicate effectively, then we need to build real relationships with people online. Any content you put out, whether it's posts, photos, tweets, whatever, will need to take this into account. How does this help us to really, authentically, meaningfully connect with others? Here are some top tips for doing that. We've got 4 P's for you. First, make sure your content is people-focused. Use photos of people, quotes, videos. Ask people to share their stories. People-focused content builds connection and is much more engaging than content that is simply plugging a thing. Simon Sinek's TED Talk on the Golden Circle Theory is one of the most watched TED Talks of all time. Sinek explains that organisations that communicate in a way that begins with the what, the product, think of an advert for a TV telling you about the TV to start with, are much less effective at communicating than organisations that start with the why, the vision, the reason the TV will make a difference in your life. And it's the same with us communicating digitally. We should start with the why, not the what. So rather than detail about what time and where the coffee morning is happening, start the post by saying why the coffee morning will make a difference to someone's day. This puts people at the centre. Similarly, when you run an event or a service, make sure you capture it with video and photos and interviews so you can tell the story afterwards on social media. We need to be storytellers on social media, not marketers, and put people at the centre of every story, and it will instantly be more engaging. Secondly, my second P for you is partnership. You will find that community gets built much more effectively when you partner with other community groups online. For example, if you've got a local area Facebook group, post on it regularly, ask people if you can pray for them, or even reach out to the admin team and ask if there's anything you can do to help or support them. Our third P is participation. This is about asking your whole church family to participate in your social media accounts. When more people like, share or comment on your content, then it goes further. That's the way that the social media algorithms work. More people will see it, and they'll see an engaged and engaging church community. You should watch our other video in this series, Encouraging Engagement, for more on this. In the social media world, the most effective, far-reaching kind of content is called user-generated content, which simply means that it's created organically by ordinary social media users like you or me. Why not ask your church congregation, if they are on social media, if they can post about your church and tag your accounts? This will be much more effective than you posting yourselves. Finally, our last P is an encouragement to think about platform. Which platform are you using? Because some of them lend themselves more naturally to building community than others. For example, Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups are great for establishing strong, deeply connected, closed communities, whereas Facebook pages might be better for building community amongst people outside of the church. An example of all of this done really well was a campaign that the Methodist Church ran in 2022 called My Justice Journey. It was simply an invitation for people to post a story about how they first became passionate about justice. It really took off. It was all about people. The content was all generated by ordinary users. It was undertaken in partnership with Methodist Heritage, and it used Twitter, a platform that lends itself to building momentum around the hashtag MyJusticeJourney. People felt more connected to one another. They knew more of each other's stories and more deeply inspired to follow the gospel call to justice seeking. So when we're seeking to build community on social media, we must think people first, partnership, participation, and platform.